Is my camera finally working? Jesus Christ, man. I've been like using my capture card for my camera for my Switch 2 and it's been messing everything up. Which is annoying. Hey guys. I'm streaming early today, but I'm also late to my early stream, so it's not really an early stream, is it? I'm sorry. Also, hey guys on Twitch and YouTube. Also guys, because I'm in such a rush. Okay, I have a lot to say, right? Now my Twitch chat isn't working. This is just like so typical. Right, I can see Twitch now properly. Hi. Okay, firstly, I got my hair. I really like, if you guys want to get your hair cut, like go to like get your hair cut by some like 18-year-old, like, because they always just do a good job, right? Because they get it. I was so sick of like millennial barbers giving me the millennial fade and overcharging for it. So now I get a nice haircut. Thank you. The second thing that I would like to say is I forgot to do my Monjaro this morning and I've just remembered. So I'm actually going to start off today's video. I'm doing it off camera because this is not medical advice. This is not a medical video. So I'm doing my Monjaro off camera, but I'm doing it. Hey guys. Thanks for joining, everyone who's joining now. Do I think I go blonde again? Probably. I'm saying probably not. But I have just noticed that I've got a few greys in my hair, right? So the cards are not off the table, that's for sure. Your show is on. Love that. Hi, I'm playing Pokopia on my second channel called SatchOnSims. So you're more than welcome to watch my Pokopia videos on there. You do your week over on Friday. I'm thinking of changing it to Friday so that I don't overindulge on weekends. I think I might try and inject it in my leg this time. Because I always do it in my belly. So I'm thinking of doing it in my leg today. If you guys just give me a minute. Because I've never done it in my leg before and I'm scared. And there's like bubbles in it and stuff. This is just like such a like horrendous chaotic thing to happen on a stream. Like this is just so me right here. But you know what? We've just got to deal with it, right? The air bubbles. Sorry guys, I've got my camera off because I've got my camera off. You can't see me now. Can you? You shouldn't be able to. I've got my camera off. No, there's still air bubbles, mate. Can somebody explain to me why there's still air bubbles? I'm going to flip my shit. What's happening? I don't know. Right, I've got no idea, mate. I'm just doing my Monjaro injection, but I don't want to do it on camera because I don't really want to condone, like, medical stuff. Like, you know, on the camera. Also, not convinced that I just did a full load, because I've got 5 doses in this. I've done... Okay. The Monjaro pen is supposed to come with 4 doses. I'm on my 4th dose and there's 1 dose left, like a whole dose left. So I feel like I've been doing this shit wrong. Also, totally pain-free in the leg. You guys came here for Sims and you're watching me use Monjaro. I'm sorry. You must be so confused. Like, you're probably Googling, Satch, what is Monjaro? It is my weight loss injection. This is the pen. These are my needles. Bet you never thought you'd see this on a Sims stream. Please say I do the golden dose. Well, no, I've never ever done the golden Ow! I always stab myself with the needle after. I've never ever done the golden dose. I'm kind of scared. But they've changed the pens to make it harder to do the golden dose. Sorry guys, just a minute. Me being me, I just stabbed myself. I literally just stabbed myself in the finger, which is just such a me thing to do. Anyway, today we're playing The Sims. Hi guys. Basically, the golden dose with Monjaro is where the pen only contains enough for 4 doses, but you can actually get a 5th dose out. You actually have to use diabetes needles, which is the polite way of saying a heroin needle, which I do not condone. Like, I don't do the golden dose because it's unofficial and I don't want to, it's dangerous. So I don't want to do it. Do you know what I mean? So... Is the British tea alarm real? Yeah, that's why I was late. I'm really sorry. I'm really, really sorry, guys. I just need to Google Monjaro. Like, why have I got 5 doses? Maybe I haven't been injecting enough in myself. Anyway. Freak show over. I'm sorry. Today, did somebody tell me I look tired in the chat? Did somebody say I look tired? I look handsome. Shut up. People always comment on my appearance, like, Satch, you look unwell. You must have cancer. Guys, we're doing Magnolia Promenade today. I'm going to take a surgeon here and start with the Small Lot Paddy Wax Emporium. So in every single like world, I personally think there needs to be one starter lot. And given this is the smallest retail lot, I'm thinking that we make this a starter home, which is like a home business with the businesses and hobbies pack. So we have the small apartment here, right? And then you have the ownable business area, which is here, which is going to be a maker station. And then this is the shop floor. I'm going to actually remove this downstairs because we don't have, I just feel like it takes up room and it's just a random little downstairs bit. Do you know what I mean? I look tired. I'm not pissed off. I know some people just say it to be nice, but you know, if I get like a small eye bag, people will comment, and it's just like, do you know what I mean? I'm here to play The Sims, not look attractive to your guys' versions of attractiveness. Anyway, we're deleting this shit down here. It always happens on YouTube. I'll get comments like, Satch, you look like there's something wrong with you today. And it's like, oh, thanks. Thank you so much. Your face looks strange. It's like when I started using, if you guys don't know what retinol is, it's a very, very strong exfoliator that you should only use over the age of like 32, 33. It really gets rid of wrinkles, but it's an extremely strong exfoliator and it does make your skin look shit the first time that you use it, right? For like a month or two, your skin looks worse before it gets better. So I started using retinol before I moved flat like last year, and I got so many comments from people like, Satch, you look ill. There's something wrong with you. And it's like, you know, it's good not to judge people. So yeah, we're not doing shit down here, but what I'm thinking that we do is we change this from a retail. I just want to say, if you don't have the businesses and hobbies pack, it's Little Miss Sam Home Business, Live in Business, right? So the CC, I just want to say, if you're following along at home and want to do this, but you don't have the businesses hobbies pack, Little Miss Sam has a base game friendly live in business. Even if you don't own Get to Work, by the way, this mod allows you to have your, basically make a residential lot, but you can add a lot trait, which makes you be able to live in it. So you could make a live-in bar, a club, daycare, gym, and shop, like everything pretty much. So if you don't have the businesses and hobbies pack, you can do that. I do. So we're making this one a, is it a home business lot type? Is it? What is it called? Not a small business venue. Is it just a normal residential? Could somebody remind me? Yeah, Tretinoin's no joke, is it? I want to do Tretinoin because I'm doing Retinal right now. Is it? It's not small resident. It's just residential, isn't it? And then the owner of the and then toggle units. Ah, there we go. Public. There we go. And so then I'll set this one. Public can't go in here. Let's do employees only. And fuck's sake, employees only, because this is the stairs going upstairs into the house. And then this area will be employees only, right? Because this is like the maker space. But then this area will be residential. So we have 3 spaces today. We have the residential, we have the employee space in case we hire staff and we want them to make things up here. And then we have the shop floor. And then this is the shop floor too. Yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. No, small business makes it a business lot, but you can't live there. Today's live stream, guys, is going to be a little bit shorter than usual because I have my mum staying over, so I need to meet her at the train station. So that's why I kind of decided to do this in a rush, and we're probably going to finish it in a bit of a rush. I'm sorry. But I was not going to stream at all. But I thought, fuck it, let's do a little stream today. It'll be fun. Gag on it. Sucky suck. Gag on it, on it. You guys like watching my mum, don't you? She's got an ego, so I can't let her in my videos too often. She gets a power trip. She sees all the comments and she obsesses over it. But I know there's always one, like, you always know there's going to be one like hater or like asshole. So I'm just very conscious of putting like family and friends and stuff on my space. Just in case, you never know. But I think she's more thick-skinned than most people. Hi, Certifiable Panda. Yeah, sorry, I don't know why I'm singing Kim Petras. You bought businesses and hobbies today. Awesome. It's probably my favourite Sims 4 pack now. My favourite used to be Life and Death, but I think businesses and no hobbies, it's just a bit more fun. Gag on it. Guys, I went to a drag performance this weekend for the first ever time. I've never been to like a drag show before, ever in my life. It was a smaller one, like it was a small venue. But it was really fun. And the thing that surprised me the most, if you've never been to one of those, is just how physically fit they are. If you guys have never been, like, I was genuinely impressed by just how like physically fit the performers were. Like there was visibly, you know, a lot of muscle on all of them. Like they were very fit, right? I was really impressed actually. It was like a sport almost. And they're very flexible, right? It was really cool. Yeah, it was just a small one in like a local venue. But I did really enjoy it. So if you're thinking about like something you've never done before, I did it in London. And it was pretty cool. Yeah, I think these ones were like smaller local ones, but they were still really good. There was 4 performers in total. But you know, they kind of interact with the audience. For me, that's like very anxiety provoking. Like they kind of look at you and they do these like sexy dances, and a couple of them kept looking at me and it made me feel really uncomfortable. Which is kind of funny. I like, you know, when people look at me, I get very intimidated if people look at me in public and stuff. Because I don't know where to turn my head. So I'm like, oh, don't look at me. They had different ones. They had, all of the performers did different things. Some of them did, like, one of them was like, you know, like a more sexy thing. Yeah, one of them was like kind of sexy with their performance. Another one was more like very serious, like taking the dancing and stuff very seriously, very professional. One of them was just like taking the piss the whole fucking time, which was fun. So it was very varied, which I liked. Am I going to be able to pull off, guys, doing like a split thing here? Have I done that right? No, that looks shit. I'll just do it all the same. See, I was just sitting in the corner and they always look at me. They all looked at me and they turn their heads, right? They'll be dancing, doing their shit, and then they go. And I'm just like, where do I look? It gives me anxiety. Obviously, because I'm just so sexy and famous, they couldn't resist looking at me. But no, it was really fun. And I would definitely go again if I ever had the opportunity. Do you know what? I would say I'm a very small content creator. Like, nobody really watches my fucking videos, do they? Let's be real. Like, in the grand scheme of things, I am small. But a lot of, like, gays watch my videos. So there's always this, like, feeling of, I don't know, like, whenever I'm in a gay space, right? I always wonder, like... No, I like the white bit at the bottom. Whenever I go in, like, a gay space, I'm more likely to get noticed in public. Which is funny. Hi, Ludo. Yeah, which is funny because, you know, when I'm like out and about in the street, I don't get really noticed that much, right? But when I'm on like Tinder and stuff, pretty much almost always there's going to be someone there who like says they know who I am. Which is, no, I like this one. It's cute. Yeah, when I'm on Tinder... There's always fucking someone. And it's so easy to tell when people are just like matching with me on Tinder because they know who I am and they just want the bragging rights saying they've been on a date with SatchOnSims. Like, it's so obvious. Satch like a white bottom? Not necessarily. I'll go for a brown bottom too. Just putting my phone on charge because it's low. Bottoms up, bottoms up. So I want to match this like upper roof piece with the brick here, but it doesn't match. So what I'm thinking is just changing it. Is this a platform? Yeah, because it doesn't match. I think the next best option is to just do something. Can you see the swatch of the brick of the platform doesn't match the wall? So in this case, I think it's best, guys, we just completely just like make it white or something so it looks totally different. I've got 2 silver play buttons, actually. I got 2, bro. Okay, so I love that you're doing your taxes instead of gaming. Oh, Ludo, I don't have affiliate yet on Twitch. And that reminds me, I gotta deal with it, but I keep forgetting. Should we do something wild, like make it green? Yeah, Twitch don't fucking like me. There's basically an error with Twitch, and I just don't know. I need to submit a bug report, but I just keep forgetting. Being real. I just keep forgetting. Guys, should we do like the fencing just to break it up a bit? So that looks shit. No, that looks shit. Your therapy client cancelled. Well, that's sad for them, but great for you. You get to watch some YouTube vids. This is cleaner. And then, because even though the Sims don't see it, let's do a plain black on top. Also, let's do a ceiling for once, right? I never do ceilings. I feel like this industrial metal definitely suits the vibe, doesn't it? Apart from this room where it's glitching, no industrial metal in here, I'm afraid. Actually, I don't know if you guys notice this, but I often see in shops that they just leave the ceiling just like metal like this open. Because I think it saves them money, right? Than having a proper ceiling. But maybe we could do for the main like room, we could do a normal ceiling. Because that looks normal in there, right? If we go down at the bottom. Can we... Yeah, that looks like you would expect, isn't it? Just ignore what's going on in here. This is what... Yeah, glitched. Unfortunately. Hi, Mel. Hit the like button, guys, wherever the like button is. Let me copy that brickwork then in here, the same brick pattern. And in here. May as well do it in here too. Gag on it. You guys think it looks okay? I was saying before this is a starter. It's not really a starter. This shop sign is giving wee baguettes, which is not the vibe. I wish there was a section in build mode for shop signs. Because I can't really find... Is there a sign... I'm singing Kim Petras. I'm not sure, guys. I feel like I want this to be a starter. I don't think we can afford to make this a starter, but what I'm thinking is we just make this kind of like an empty canvas so you can put anything you want in there, if that makes sense. How do you guys feel about that? Does this glow at night time? Not sure if we want it glowing. Ugh. Guys, what do we do? I wish they had more like normal looking signs. Should we just use this shitty base game one? No, it's not a small business lot. It's a normal residential, but you can buy a business on the residential. Should we just use this one because it's quite simple? Not too in your face. Yeah, and we'll just put some flowers on the balcony. I think. There aren't a green and white sign. We could get this green thing here, but no, there isn't. Does businesses and hobbies have blank signs? Can't believe that was like 4 packs ago. Oh, yeah. And then... Does it come under paintings? I wish they added like text, if that makes sense. So does dine out come with, you know, should we just do this? Yeah? Yeah, I think this looks all right, guys, doesn't it? Hi, James. Welcome to the stream. We're streaming on Twitch and YouTube today. I kind of like these dine out things here instead of using a column, although I'm thinking maybe we should use a column. Because, yeah, it'd be nice to just add some separation on the different levels. Yeah, this makes sense, doesn't it? Especially with the exterior thingy going around this. Ooh, should we make this like that brickwork? Do we make it just this one? Do we make it? No. Is there like a slightly darker version of this? Yeah, that would be cool, wouldn't it? Give it some depth and colour. This is going great so far. So we'll start off, I think, with the fun bit, which is doing the main house. Right, so this is where our Sim's going to live. It's marked as residential. Yeah, the business and hobbies pack comes with a lot of like indoorsy. See, I like this brick. A lot of should we use this on the inside? It comes with a lot of different like. Oh, this is so much nicer. It comes with a lot of different decorations that I think would work really, really fantastically inside like a lofty home like this. Thinking we change. I feel like these columns are just too big. My God, it's so big. We just need something that feels like it's smaller. And more inconspicuous in the space. Because I don't like these round ones look weird, don't they? Yeah, I just saved. Hi, Frango. Looks like a dance studio. Could make it a dance studio. There's no sim living here. We will have to actually... This looks all right. We will actually have to create sims. Or do I just use this one? Yeah, I like this one. We will actually have to create sims to move into a lot of these. Because I haven't done that yet. Hi, cornflakes. Yeah. I think that would be a fun idea, right? Yeah, does businesses no hobbies come with a... Or it does, I was hoping to do maybe like a canopy bed. Because I was thinking, yeah, we should probably put the bed here, right? And then to separate the bedroom and our kitchen that we're going to have to do, we may as well put a wall here, right? Maybe I should make this like just a wallpaper or something. You're watching Twitch and YouTube at the same time. I don't know if I'll play in this save file because it's going to take us so long to do everything. I'll probably be dead by the time this save file is done, realistically. So I don't know. Be cool if we did. Do we want to do a whole... No. Yeah, this is a very... I'm going to get rid of the light. You guys are going to complain about it, so I'll add the subtle source of light back. Temporarily. This will be a very small kitchenette. I honestly am not against, maybe not that base game one. The Twitch version is ahead. So the funny thing about my Twitch and YouTube streams is that in order to dual stream, I basically stream from Twitch and then I stream my Twitch stream over to YouTube, if that makes sense. So Twitch is actually slightly ahead, but not by a massive amount. Not hugely ahead, just like a little bit. This is a cute vibe, isn't it? For our little modern kitchen. And I told you guys before, do the fridge, the sink, and the oven in like a triangle pattern, which is kind of what we've done here. Oops. I always do this. I click escape to save and I accidentally take us in managed worlds and almost corrupt the save file in doing so. Yeah, I'm sure there's a better way. You can pay for a program, but then I wouldn't be able to stream on OBS, so I think what's the point? I do know what I wish we had. I wish we had. You can place like a half wall from the floor, but what about a half ceiling? Does that make sense? Like, I love the ability. You can kind of put a spandrel there, but like a thick thing like this, right? That was just plain. I really wish we had like a plain thick thing. We could do something like this. Does that more look like it belongs? Like it's a part of the structure? Do you guys think we should do that, or does it look shit? Tell me right now, is it nice or shit? I think they're too big, aren't they? Could get little black ones like this. You guys think just on the one side? It's probably a bit much, isn't it? Do we even need this column here? I don't think we do we? No, let's not bother with that. In fact, why are we not trying out that kit, industrial loft kit? BTW. Like, already that bed is banging. That's much better, isn't it? Should we make the bed more central? Don't really have a space to... You want a Murphy bed? Yeah, it's quite difficult, this one, isn't it? Because it's so small. What? Our tiny living? I wish we got more of the Murphy beds, to be honest. It's just... Ugh, it looks so ugly. Yeah, should we pop it here? do we cover up the kitchen with the bed and add a wall? No. I like the idea of having it facing this way. But then I don't like the Murphy bed. It takes up the exact same amount of space as like a regular bed, so it kind of defeats the point. So I'm like, do we even want that shit? Do you know what I mean? So I'm thinking, do we just have a bed? We could put a sofa in front of a bed like this. 2-seater sofa, obviously. Like this size. And that I think this works better for me personally. I'm happy for it to look a bit rogue. I used to like the tiny living pack, but not so much anymore. I've gone off it quite a bit. To be fair, if I was shown this flat, I'd be like, oh wow, this is really nice and modern. Like, I like this a lot, actually. That's what I'd say. I think, oh, sexy. Yeah, I quite like this space. Could even put a little ceiling fan. We don't have these in the UK. I think I'd be terrified in real life that it was going to chop my head off or some shit. Shame there isn't a 2-seater version of this sofa, because that looks wicked, doesn't it? Can you put a TV on this? I could put a smaller one. You guys are like this as like a little... Just to put a little TV or something. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? Like the blue with the wood. Is there a blue version of this? Or is that overbearing? Could do green, change it up a bit. Put the games console behind there, right? Yeah, the smell of cooking in your bed sheets, like, it'd be fucking horrendous. You would not catch me living in a studio. Absolutely not. I just don't think it would be very cute, would it? We need to think about eating space. I kind of like the idea of... Is it too big? I feel like this is a fine size. Although it's quite big, isn't it? To have 4 chairs for this little apartment over here, right? What is this shit? Could we use like... Maybe we use this as like a decoration here or something. Just put that in there. I don't know. Maybe not that. Yeah, we could put like a little terrarium here. Potpourri shit. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to cope with the smell. Like, even in my flat where I live right now, like my kitchen and living room are together. So if I cook like a curry or something, I have to close the door into the lounge because it does make it smell. And in my apartment building, the doors are thin, and like I have a lot of my neighbors are Asian. When British people say Asian, we mean like Pakistani, Indian. So they cook a lot of like, you know, their food, like their traditional food, and it just smells very, very strong. And you can smell it all in the corridors and like everywhere in my apartment building. So imagine what it smells like inside of your individual flat, right? This is why I just don't like to cook curries and stuff that often, because it will smell out my whole place. I think, guys, this is really nice so far. Is there a chest of drawers that comes with this? No. Hi, Mystery. Hi, Evie. What's my favourite mod? Yours is Extreme Violence. What is my favourite mod? I like the Lot 51 mods, the hotel mod. I think it's really genius. I hate how this is like clipping out these bits of grass here. Yeah, I love the Lot 51 mods. Do I make butter chicken? No. I'm actually quite bad. I'm very good at making Indian food that's healthy. But healthy is not the same as tasty, right? I'm going to cleverly cover up this window here with this plant. Or do I? I don't know. I don't know. I'm really bad at cooking Indian food myself, but there's an Indian restaurant near me and all of the Indian people eat there. I just feel like if all of the Indians are eating there, right? The interior's got dark because I've messed around with the lighting. If all of the Indian people are eating at this restaurant, that must mean it's really good. It can't mean anything else. If they're all eating there, it's a good sign, right? I think it's a bad sign if you go to like an Asian restaurant and it's only white people that in there. You got like, if you see like Indian people in an Indian restaurant, Chinese people in a Chinese restaurant, Spanish people in a Spanish restaurant, it's just a good sign. And I think it signifies that you found a good spot. I kind of want to hide a hidden light here. I don't want it to be too... I kind of like the idea of mood lighting and it looking a bit dark in here because it's lofty. I haven't finished the kitchen. We'll see. We can use a kitchen hood that emits a light. And change the colour of this shit. Maybe not parenthood, you know. Ah, we in a session tonight. Gang, gang. Are we going out tonight? Gang, gang. You have to remind me late to do the pig. Now is not the time. Oh my god, this song is so lit. Congratulations. Gnarly. Cat's Eye's so shit. No offense if you're from Cat's Eye and you're watching. This looks a bit too nice now. Looks a bit too modern. My Sims don't deserve it this good. Everything's gnarly. Why do you refuse to eat out, Cara? Is it too expensive? That's the reason why I personally would say no, I'm not eating out. Gosh, I hate how that's clipping. If EA just made the fridges slightly lower. They don't, oh, this is slower. We use that one. Do I like their song Pinky Up? No, I don't. I like the end bit of the song where they tried to do the whole like Venga Boys Meet Me at the Love Parade thing. I thought that was a cool idea. I like the ending. But it was just a flop song, wasn't it? Let's be real. Maybe I should hide a light. Underneath the oven hood here. Right. Maybe I'll make this bigger so in gameplay you can actually switch it off if you need to. You can actually like touch it. Yeah. Also, I feel like the exposed brick works on this side, but not on this side. I feel like if we just, you know, did something normal on this side. How long's the stream been going? Only about 50 minutes. You basically missed everything. You missed me flop trying to figure this shit out, basically. I'm not sure what... We have to remember, guys, we are still in Willow Creek. We have to humble ourselves. I like that. To be honest, I like this here. Shame it's not in a dark wood. Yeah, should we use this? You can't change the color of your lights. Have you done it in live mode or build mode? Because you can't do it in build mode. You can only do it in live mode. Looks like a ship if I do this. I just don't want it to be brick all the way around. I want to do something else. Do you know what I mean? We could do something like this. Get rid of that, right? Get this pillar. It's called experience pillar. So it's lost its virginity, basically. And then we can reapply this thing around here. Should we do that? I like this. Yeah, I think that's much better. Don't like this door. Let's make it darker. In fact, let's use that Discover University door. I wish they added a door that had a peephole in the for rent pack. They didn't, did they? No. Because that would have made sense to me, because you're making apartments with the for rent system. With this, we could kind of add... It's got like a thing on the back of the door, but that's fine. It's got a peephole, which I feel looks like a real apartment door. Guys, I quite like the way this looks so far. It looks cool, doesn't it? I'm thinking we maybe use a bigger table, because it's not fair, is it? That they've only got a small one for their little TV. They kind of need a big TV. Not sure what we could use though. Just something else that looks, I don't know. Could even use this. I use this in all my builds, but it's really fundamental. Oh, yeah, okay, we'll just use this. At least then we have like, for Christ's sake, we have... Am I doing this right? Yeah. Is that good, guys? What you thinking? This plant looks a bit depressing. I think we need something green in here, don't we? To really brighten this. Yeah, they have a bathroom in here. Yes, I do lives, Yavi. Yeah, I think we need some green up in here now. And even a green vase. Because greens, it's like blue is our main accent, but we can have green for like the accent of the accent. And then for a table, I actually like to go to end tables, which is the ones you apply to beds normally. And there's this one in the base game. So in smaller spaces, this kind of little table you can just like shove in the corner. And it's nice as just like a little side table that your Sims could use. But they should be able to scooch past it. I definitely think adding green in this space is the way to go. Not that it's old-fashioned. Ah, we in a session tonight. Gang, gang. Gang, 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 gang. You guys think the rug closer? I like the idea of like a bed rug. Maybe we could add a second one. We'll see in a minute. Yeah, that'll be fine there. I didn't think of a mirror. Maybe we could do a mirrored wall. That's kind of edgy. Maybe we could do, yeah, the Love Struck one's too big. And they only made it the double wall height. They didn't think, oh, let's make a single wall height version. Nope. Sims team don't think these things through. What was that I just found? Oh, that's too small. This is cute, isn't it? Kitchen sink, right. Remind me again in 5 seconds because I'm going to forget to do the kitchen sink. Yeah, I kind of want like a bedroom rug and a TV room rug. Just separate. Maybe like that. So we've got the blue. Yeah, we've got the blue and the green. Yeah, that's all right. Hi, Zella. Do I want like do you know what? Seeing that it is quite dark in here, we can use more mood lighting, like a night light, even if it's just a candle. No, we get a proper light. It's too bright. The littlest things here take so much work. That's cute. Do we want just like a plant on this one? I don't know. We could put, look, we can put some of the plants on this thing. I think it's only like the teeny tiny plants you can put on these, the half walls, but it's cool, isn't it? A lot of people didn't know that. Oh yeah, oh, the kitchen sink. I told you. Reminding me just once is not enough. It never is. don't like how that's clipping through the tap. It's just raging me for some reason. I actually don't like that this is like a fucking potato as well in a jar. Or whatever. Sims Team are very inconsistent with object quality. Like, this has a whole fucking root system inside. But then other things are so pixelated and blurred. The pig. Where do we add a pig? Should we put it at the bedside? I kind of like the idea. Oh, look, see, no, we're putting it on there. I like that. What is this? Oh. So I'm thinking we use blinds up here. But I'm thinking we use open blinds. If you watch my recent TikTok hack video, you'll know that I learned a hack for blinds. So we basically, instead of trying to place the blinds up here, we place it on the floor. And then it just kind of clips into place a lot better. What I would like to do is size down a load of blinds so that we could potentially use them as like an open blind thing. These windows are quite the nuisance though. I'm thinking we change these windows up because they don't feel like they belong. Do they? I don't think they suit the vibe of the build. I just feel like we could find something a little bit more lofty looking. But what exactly? To be fair, the business no hobbies ones are really cool for like downstairs where you have the bars. I don't know if you have these in other countries, but the downstairs windows often have a bar over them so people can't break in. It's quite common in built up areas. Because we have so much crime here that the police ignore and don't care about. So we got to fend for ourselves. Yeah, I think getting rid of the windows was a good shout in this one. We also just, I just remembered I need a kitchen table. To be fair, these get to work ones feel more clean. To me. Is that more clean? Yeah, to be honest, getting rid of that middle window here as well has made it a lot easier, I think, to decorate. Ah, we in a session tonight, gang gang. Yeah, we could make these like half open, like this. We could even bring it up even further. Or do we want to... If we properly like go on size this shit down. That's too much effort for this shit. Oh, we can just do that, couldn't we? Does that look realistic? No, it doesn't, does it? Will I be doing the police station, hospital and science lab? I actually didn't think about doing that. You can change them, Roger, with cheats. But it's a bit risky to do so because apparently it can cause gameplay issues. That's why I'm kind of reluctant to do it. I think we're going to have to do a bit more research in terms of if it will have a negative impact on the game or not. Because I don't want to do it and then accidentally just like fuck up my save. That's the last thing I want to do. What if we did them this length? No, that length wouldn't work. Oh dear. Should we just do curtains? Yeah, I like to change the lots. Do any of you guys have experience changing them? I can't be bothered. Should we just do curtains? Easier, isn't it? You remodeled your hospital and it looks fine. I guess we just got to research it, right? And see what we could do. Oh, pussy lips. Should we do that? I quite like the shitty living paintings here. I think they're really elegant. This room's got some green accents, so we could just put that in there. Yeah, and we need like a little table. This one's cute and fine. Couple chairs. Let's get matching chairs from the pack. My mistake, that none of the chairs match. Fantastic. Okay, well, we'll pretend that they match. Do we have that in front of here like this? And yeah, we have a laptop like that. Yeah, get to work is this world. I think this is a cute little space so far. Is there like a teeny tiny rug? I could size it down even more and just have that along here. Cover this with a fake blind. Because I like the idea of having this in the build. Or do we make this the reading nook? Let's cover this with a bookshelf. I'm a big fan of a fake wall. Yeah, look at that. What fucking window? I don't see any windows. Okay, I've put this chair in like every single build that I've done. And I need to stop, to be honest. Yeah, this is Willow Creek Part 2. Technically Part 3 because Newcrest is also Willow Creeky, isn't it? Then I think we're desperate really to have painting on the wall up here, aren't we? Green, yeah. Then over here too. No. Maybe we have a corkboard or something up here. I don't want it to be empty. Nope. Let's do a shelf. Yeah, to be fair though, guys, you complain that everything looks like Willow Creek, but what world do you fucking start every save in? Even though you own every single pack for this game, what world are you starting all of your save files in? Look me in the face and tell me it's not Willow Creek, you liar. Every single one of you has your white picket fence American suburban worlds is your starting world, and I know you do. I know you do. Maybe we could put cloves here to emphasize that it's small. I'm not sure if I want to, because we don't have much storage in here. I'll think about it. Like, we could do things like this, like a random... What the fuck is this? It's cool. Yeah, I want to add like some random storagey things in here now as well, because we don't really have any. What's this? Why are you gay? That just popped in my head. I don't know why. That's a nice table. Too big though. Why are you gay? Why are you gay? Because you're... No, guys, don't tell me you start in vampires, you liar. You start all of your saves in Willow Creek. You basic bitches. I know that's what you do. You own all the packs. Yet it's always Willow Creek. You guys like that? Should we put that here instead? No, I want to have like a storage shelf thing. God, that is demented. Yeah, to be fair, some people start off in San Myshuno. They want to start off on this city world. Which makes a lot of sense. If you start in Oasis Springs, you're such a liar. Don't tell me you start in Oasis Springs. You're a minority if you do that. I feel like most builders don't like 64 by 64 lots. You like Nordhavens, it's businesses and hobbies. It's interesting. Again, I think you're going to be the only one. Ah, we're in a session tonight. Gang, gang. Are we going out tonight? Gang, gang. Gnarly. Right, you don't want to go up on this shelf? No? I'm putting you on the shelf whether you like it or not. Does it go up one more? Nope. I'm going to send this down. And then just lower this to match its height. Fuck it, there we go. Do you know what the worst world is for weather? Tartosa. It's supposed to be the world where it's like, oh, I'm having my cute little wedding honeymoon here. And then you arrive and it always fucking rains in Tartosa. You can always count on it to rain in that world. Best Sterling is creepy. I'm all for the best Sterling hate. Keep it coming. She's just so fucking crazy. I love seeing those like TikToks of people using like the crazy violence mods and just like torturing her. I think she deserves it. Let's be honest, we all want to see her suffer, don't we? Could have put the pig up here. Should we put the pig up here instead? Because we're really running out of ideas for, like, decorations. Instead of on this. And then we could just get a picture frame, but it won't come under paintings, will it? Because I want to get one that's, like, on the table. Not sure where we'll find that, though. We'll do decorating last. Yeah, Knox from Windenburg's annoying. And actually from Businesses and Hobbies, I really hate that raccoon thing that constantly comes in your fucking lots. Like, he's so annoying. He's really annoying. You guys know that raccoon? That looks too much like the brick, that. Should we make it blue, like do a blue bathroom? I don't normally do stuff like that. We could make it work. There aren't raccoons in the game, but there's an NPC. It's just a normal human sim, but it has a raccoon tail. So it's basically a load of raccoons, like, on top of each other. They try to make it funny, but it always just, like, comes to your door and starts talking shit, and it's annoying. Oof, this bathroom's small. I think we could make it work, though. If you do this, right, and get that base game unit. Put that in there. And then I think we have a toilet on this side, yep. And then we have a sink over here. This should work, shouldn't it? Yeah. No, we wouldn't have any wild animals in this game. They don't exist. That's, I think, a relic from old Sims games, isn't it? When they do stuff like that. I wish you were sized down. Newer Sims 4 games would never. Oh, we need toilet roll. I like the idea of having no curtain here, so like every poo is a risky poo. It's kind of funny, isn't it? We will obviously do curtains. Should we copy this one in? No. You could just do that size down. And then that looks more realistic. I should have done that for these ones as well. That looks better to me, more clean. It's a cute bathroom, to be fair, isn't it? I wouldn't mind taking a shit in here. Did Vivaland ever release? No. Vivaland was quietly cancelled. Without saying a word, really. Which I question, because didn't they have a Patreon where people donated money and then the project just fizzled out? Uh-oh. I was going to make a video on it and kind of talk about the issue of promising you're going to release a new game without really thinking it through, and then suddenly you're not making it anymore, and then people have already paid you money on Patreon, and it's like, well, what do I do now? I was thinking of making a video on that game, but I don't know. I think we should actually include a laundry machine in here, guys, but put it like over here where the employee bit is. Would that be crazy? Because the person living here technically owns the business, right? So I kind of like the idea of having a washing machine and a dryer, but it wouldn't fit in the flat unless we put it up here, or we put it just like out here. Should we do that? Like put a washing machine? Do you know what I mean? Like put it out here. I think that would make sense, wouldn't it? And it'd be kind of funny. Yeah, it's a cool idea. Yeah, the Vivaland thing wasn't a scam, but they basically gave up on the project. So if you donated any money, you basically paid people to say they were going to release a game that didn't actually release. This is why I'm not the biggest fan of Patreons and things, because I just think, ugh, are you really gonna release this thing or not? What are you doing? So that didn't release, so everyone who donated kind of donated for nothing, unfortunately. So I think this apartment is done. Do we need anything else in here? I wish I could show you guys my Let's Play of Life by You. I'm about to edge you guys right now. I'm edging you. So I played Life by You before it was cancelled. Full gameplay overview. And you guys are never ever going to be able to play it or see my video. So who knows? Who knows what that game was like? I can't say anything. But based on public information, so not what I played behind the scenes, but just based on what they showed us in public already, my biggest issue I think with Life by You was the art style. I don't think they did a good enough job with making it look attractive. I also kind of felt throughout the whole development of it, like, what is actually the purpose of this game? Okay, it's a life sim where you can do what you want. But why do I want to do what I want in Life by You when I could do what I want in The Sims? What is Life by You actually offering that The Sims doesn't? Okay, an open world, great. But what are you actually offering? If I leak it, they'll sue me. And I like Paradox, to be fair. They were nice to work with, so they weren't problematic or annoying. A lot of companies are, to be honest, but they weren't at all. So, yeah, I don't want to screw them over. I guess, I don't know why I can't release it. I think my partner manager at the time did, ask the bosses, can he just release it? And they were like, no. At least I got a free copy of City Skylines 2. At least that's one bonus. Can I put a shaver on this shelf? I like the idea of doing that. It's floating, isn't it? What if I just like the idea of having a shaver on here. I don't know why. I can't release it, no, because it's in my contract. I still made them pay me for making the video. Because I went out my way and made it. Yeah, you're paying me. They didn't let me get the full amount, though. Which I should have. My only regret is not saying to them, yeah, I want you to pay me the whole amount. Just because it didn't release, not my problem. So yeah, I do regret not saying that. Should we put some trunks over here? I just kind of feel like we need a bit more storage now. What you gonna do with all that junk? Put a clothes rail here by the kitchen. Should we do that? Yeah, that suits it, like this closed one. And then here we have something like, not this object, but something tall and thin like this. Yeah, I didn't get paid. I can't say what I got paid. I didn't get paid the full amount, unfortunately. But other creators, they make like promotional material and everything for them. Which I said no. They asked me if I wanted to make the like promo stuff that a lot of the other creators did. I know Fake Gamer Girl made a promo thing for them. I don't know. I can't remember the other creators who did. Did they ask me? I can't remember, but I didn't want to do it. I know that for sure. I think Life by You is a cool concept. But I just, yeah, it didn't have, I think for me personally, it didn't have like the pizzazz that was necessary. I wish this was in a dark brown. How annoying. Well, they technically didn't go against their own contract because they still paid me. They had to. I can't say the terms of my contract, but they didn't do anything wrong. I've got no beef with Paradox. I'm sure if I emailed my partner manager at the time and just be like, hey, can you just give me like a free game? They'd probably say yeah. They're nice. It's nice. I enjoy working with like European companies. If I do ever have to do a brand deal, I much prefer working with European brands. Some brands are easier to work with than others. Yeah, Life by You is a weird name. Yeah, I played City Skylines 2. It is kind of shit. But it's in many ways, it's better than City Skylines 1. So it's like, well, what do I do? 2's better than 1, but 1's also better than 2. So what am I going to do? And then you just think, oh, I just won't bother playing any of them. Which is, I think, what a lot of players have done. Which is what I've done. Trying to think if there's like a rug or something that I can put under here. Do we make the kitchen? Yeah, that's better, isn't it, guys? If I tile that kitchen out. Oh yeah, that's tons better. Much better. Will I play Tomodachi Life? Yeah, it comes out in 2 days, doesn't it? Hi, puppy. Hi, Zalvies. Guys, do we need anything else in here? Like, they've got a laptop. The whole point of this is, you know, we're in this business. And we've got a shop downstairs. So I feel like we don't really need that much for them to do. They've got their laptop and TV and a bookshelf. They've got a bathroom, a bedroom. Like, they've got everything they need to survive. So I think we're fine in terms of the interior, right? What more do you want? So in here, we'll add some random practical things. Like, we're at a junk box. This will be useful. But really, I think we should be adding a lot of the crafting stations, because this is where you're going to be doing all of your crafting, right? Because you've got your shop downstairs. This is where the staff are. So we need to make like a staff area where they can sit and chill. But we also need to have like these workstations. Something that I love about Inzoi is that on any desk, you can use it as a crafting station. You don't have to have like the specific desks like this, which I think is so much better. Maybe we should make this a random knickknacks shop, where you just make random little knickknacks. Like, we've got candles. Do we want pottery? Hi, Deus. Paralives comes out, I think, next month. Yeah, the 2-point games are really funny. Yeah, guys, what should we do for the business downstairs? Can you guys have a think about that, please? What should we actually make for this business? What do you want? I can't think of what, unless we just keep it open. We could just keep it like open, if you know what I mean. Yeah, we'll put that. I think there's a lot of different options of what we could do. This is what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, baby. You need to have like a bin in every build, don't you? I didn't put an upstairs bin either. I wish we had the trash compactor object. I just have to pop it here. You know, the trash compactor thing from the old Sims games. I just need to text my mum. I used to love, when I was younger, there was a Hotel Tycoon game. Do you guys remember like the Tycoon games? The only thing about, we can't really do, I don't want to do bakery because we've got this whole place up here, which is where I want to be like, I want this to be where they do the crafting and stuff. And this like warehousey bit. I just feel like that would make most sense to me. That we have this warehousey room where they either do crafting and make things and then they use it downstairs. Flowers. Maybe we could do candles, flowers. Do you guys, I don't know if you have these in, hang on. I don't know if you guys have these in your country, but in the UK we have shops that kind of like knick-knack shops. They sell like candles, like general, like little decorations. They'll sell some flowers. They'll sell just like little bits and bobs. You know, those like little bits and bobs shops. So I'm thinking, yeah, I think we should actually make it one of those like little bits and bob shops. Do you know what I mean? Something that I will say, unfortunately, with The Sims 4, businesses and no hobbies. You can't sell big objects like you can from a retail store. You can only sell little clutter objects. So that's something very much to be aware of when you're using that pack. If you're using it in this kind of build. So yeah, maybe we should do just a little pottery station. I think that would make sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, I like that idea. So you have your little... You can have a comfy, like a nice comfy chair. Like an office chair like that, right? Seems funny. No, not that one. Does that look comfy? Why am I spending so long on choosing a fucking chair? Right, we'll just do this shit, right? Yeah, you can use items from live events. Oh no, I think EA stopped you from using some of them. Yeah, so I like the idea of having a kiln and having this. And then we have candles as well. So it's like one of those, yeah, like a gift shop, tat shop. That's a good way of calling it, Brittany. What other things could we do in there? Hi, Glitch. Yeah, I quite like the businesses and hobbies pack if you wanted to get it. Cross-stitching is a difficult one, really, to sell things. I'm definitely down to use the woodworking bench. Because we might want to sell little woodwork things in there too. Yeah, like candles, little woodwork things. For this one. Candles, little DIY objects that you're selling. We won't use robotics or anything. Yeah, we could sell flowers, right? So this is like a proper, this save, the person who's here is just like a full-on maker sim. Like they're just making all this shit. And I love that for them. I love that they're just making all this shit. And then I think with Get to Work, right, under surfaces somewhere, we've got this, which is basically where we could store everything that you're crafting. Which I think would be a useful little object, wouldn't it? I almost dropped a glass on the floor. Yeah, do you guys like that? And then, yeah, you just got all your storage shelves and it's all non-perishable. There's no food or anything. So I think this would be cool, wouldn't it? Just to store everything that you're making. Do you think the bouquets spoil it? I don't think so, you know. I don't think so at all, because it's like a little knick-knack shop where you'd sell little bouquets of flowers and everything. Do you think these would end up setting it for sale? Well, you can click on the whole thing and set it not for sale. This is a cool little... whatever the fuck that is. Shove that on there. No, that's taking up space. I am thinking we get some kind of rug to go under all of these. Some kind of tarp thing. Or like something that looks like it would be protective. Shitty living came with that. Don't want that. Get the grates. The Sims 4 is grating on me. Yeah, should we spread these grates all the way along? I need to fart. There we go. I'm going to mute my mic so I can fart. Second thoughts, I don't want to. It's a risky one where it could be a shart or a fart. Who knows? So yeah, we're basically making pottery, right? You sell your pots, you sell your candles, you sell your woodworking shit, you sell your flowers. The only thing is with businesses and hobbies, you can't necessarily sell. You can't necessarily sell it all. This is the frustrating thing about businesses and hobbies, because it won't let you sell retail stuff. Which honestly does piss me off about the pack a lot. You can't sell any retail, mate. That'll do. You can't sell any retail shit. Oh my god, yeah, imagine me pooing myself on stream. Oh, guys, look at the time. I think I've got to go. Yeah, I should go, guys. Have you guys ever shit yourself in public? Be honest with me right now. Be honest with me. I once pooed myself. Once? Maybe more than once I pooped myself. I was very drunk once and I had a stomach bug. So a stomach bug and getting drunk, they don't mix well. So I basically pooed myself, which was fun. I shat myself, I did. Because I was too drunk. And I had to poo in a bush. And I was using leaves to scrape my asshole. And it was green poo. And I said to my friend, I was in the nightclub with my friend. Hi, Santa Devisha. You come at the worst time because we're talking about my poo. I literally... Some of you guys are saying you only pooed yourself when you were kids, you liar. I mean, like, as an adult have you done it? Yeah, I had a really bad tummy bug. And, yeah, I had a really bad stomach bug and I shat myself, basically. I said to my friend in the club, like, I've just pooed myself. And she was like, oh, you're fine. I don't think she realized the gravity of the situation. I was like, no, like, we actually need to fucking go right now. Like, we need to leave. Guys, this shop floor feels a little bit too big. What are we actually going to put in here? It just feels too big. Do you know what I mean? No, guys, what are we going to do? Because this is too big. Satch on poo. Yeah. No, I wasn't talking about my sim. I was talking about me. Well, nobody should be eating their dinner. The Americans, it's like morning. They should be eating their lunch. No, guys, seriously, what the fuck do we do? Because you can only use the businesses and hobby shelves. We can't use the get to work ones. They won't work. What do we do? I promise you, the get to work counters will not work, ironically. Because we're technically doing a home business lot. I don't know. Guys, it's nice talking about poo, but like, can you help me a minute? Unless we make this like significantly smaller. No, there's no rectangular style table that would work, unfortunately. It wouldn't work. Because oh, I didn't change the color of these. Because basically, if you don't own the businesses and hobbies pack, right? You can only use that pack stuff to sell the little clutter items on a home business lot. You can, it's so shit. You can only use like this table and this thing to sell small clutter items. It's really annoying. It's so annoying, man. This pack pisses me off. We could add fake stuff that we're selling. Maybe that could work. Like we could make it look like we're selling fake things, if that makes any sense to you. Let's have a look in displays. Oh, God. Like, we could just use a Get to Work retail shelves and put fake clutter on there and make it look like we're selling it. It's like when people make a florist's. Have you seen those people who build a florist, but they don't actually have a lot of the sellable stuff on there? Like, a lot of it's not sellable. It's just like fake flower decorations. But then the real flowers, they leave a space for them somewhere else. Yeah, we just got to find a decent enough display unit then to put things on. What is this? I've never seen these before. Oh, how cool. I don't know if we want to do stuff like this. And then put fake... I don't know. Maybe we could have a floristry side. Oh... I'm Googling it. Sims 4 florist. I'm just seeing how other people have designed theirs online. I definitely think we should use the Get to Work till. Right? We should definitely... Sorry, I've got the chat closed just a second. I can sell the twerking pig. Only the business hobby work stuff works with business hobbies. There's a tiny amount of stuff from other packs that technically work as shelves, but only small, and EA's been very inconsistent with it. It's a bit of a nightmare, to be honest, how they haven't gone about this pack in the right way. I will be brutal with them. If anyone from EA is watching, you didn't go about the retail system with businesses and hobbies properly. You've made it really confusing for no reason. So I'm thinking we do... What can we do? So we could do this as like the shelf. Well, I don't like how that... Okay, that's fine, whatever. We could do this as like where you're paying. We'll change the colors and swatches of some of the other things, but we'll make this, in order to make it smaller. Sorry, I opened the chat back. Can you sell dog poo? I think you can sell dog poo and cow poo. Yeah, some things work, other things don't. It's a nightmare, man. So, is it under decorations, the till? Oh, we have a camera in here. I like the idea of that. Oh, look, this is a cool decoration. Just like little shit by the door like this. I think it's going to really help make this place pop. We'll figure it out. Electronics it must be. This is cool. have a little fan in here as well so they blow themselves. Yeah. Blowy, blowy. So I'm thinking, yeah, that's fine, right? I was thinking of adding a speaker, but I don't want Sims to be dancing. Let me look at what other people have done then for Florist in The Sims 4. They've used the general base game shelves. We could also use the kit. There's Blooming Greenhouse Haven first. Let's see if that comes with, yeah. I think Greenhouse Haven kit would work really well. Because this is just for the floristry side, I think, of the lot. Don't want to overdo it. Because this is obviously going to be like multifaceted. We have the different parts that sell different things, but I definitely think we could use this pack for the floristry. Yeah, that's cool, isn't it? Oh my god, has this only got 90 likes? You guys are upsetting me. I'm going to scream. I mean, I'm going to cream. Yeah, I think that's cool. Storage box. I think we need to have a couple storage boxes up here. A couple, let's be real. Let's have just like one storage box up here. I think that's kind of necessary. And then, yeah, the unfortunate thing about this pack is that you can't actually place a lot of decorations. It's one of those things where it's like you can only place a small amount of stuff on here before it kind of goes funny. It's like you can't place any objects on this object. Sorry. It's one of those jobs. So we kind of make this one have a few plants down here, right? At least that fills it out a bit. And then, yeah, we will definitely have to use a lot of the Control 9 key. Move things up. Because, yeah, if we fill these, right, with fake plants that we're definitely not selling, then actually we could use this side for the plants that we are selling. If that makes sense to you guys. Yeah, let's put more up here. I mean, the till is technically fake, so Sims don't even need to access it. So we could just, like, cover the back of this as well. I think this is really fun. We just add one. God, this lot is going to lag so badly because we're adding like one of every single plant in here. That's fine. Basically, this is just not for you if you're playing on like a, I don't know, a Mac. No shade to the Mac users, but I am throwing shade. Get a real PC. I was thinking the other day, honestly, like I'm really hoping that they don't optimize the Project X thing for not necessarily Macs, but for like PS4 and stuff, because that's such like old hardware. I kind of hope that the, you know, Project X thing will be optimized for better PCs. Is that a fucking cabbage? James, are you using like some shitty student laptop? I mean, I think most people who play The Sims. Here's a funny thing about The Sims player demographic. I think most Simmers, you guys are going to cancel me for saying this, I don't care. Most Simmers are not real gamers, right? I feel like most Simmers don't play video games in general. They just play The Sims. So, in that respect, like a lot of Simmers, they do just play the game on their little notebooks or whatever. So to be fair, I think it's good that The Sims, what I'm saying is I think that it's good that The Sims is like optimized so everyone can play it. Oops, we've got a little floating plant there. That's cute. Guys, I think this is looking quite cute so far. Yeah, The Sims does run on Macs. But I'm just hoping that Project Renee is, you know, I'm hoping that Project X. I'm really hoping that Project X. Sorry, I'm texting my mum. I really hope that Project X, they don't optimize it for PS4 and make it too safe. I'm hoping that they make it so it actually runs well on like modern hardware and stuff. Do you guys get what I mean? Hi, Astrid. You're the rare straight man hardcore gamer that also plays The Sims. I feel that way too. Obviously, I'm not straight, but I'm one of the rare people who like play The Sims, and I play like Valorant, Overwatch. I feel like I think honestly, like a lot of people have said, Satch, why don't you play more cozy games on your Sims channel? But here's the thing. Most Simmers, like, they're not into cozy games. I know there are a lot of Simmers who do play cozy games, but what I'm saying is the Sims community in general, I think it's a misconception, right, that Simmers are cozy gamers, because there's this whole cozy gaming like trend thing. Simmers are Simmers. I'm saying this as a smart person, like I know what my audience want. A lot of people have said to me, Satch, why did you make your cozy gaming channel separate? And it's for that reason. Simmers are Simmers, and they want to see The Sims. Like, a lot of Simmers are gamers, but they play games other than The Sims. And yeah, I just think it's so important as a content creator. If any of you guys are interested in the businessy side of YouTube, like, it's so important for me to, like, know who your audience is. Will this fit on here? I'll put this outside. We'll have to put those outside. Yeah, a lot of people have said to me, Satch, just change it. It's like, nope. I know what my audience want, and they don't want that. But for those who do, I made a second gaming channel called SatchOnSims, where I'm uploading Pokopia videos right now, but it could be any cozy game, really. And that has been a lot of fun to play around with. Yeah, I think on YouTube, the way the algorithm works, like you can't, I'm saying you can't. I think it depends on the creator. You know, a lot of Sims YouTubers who promised to change up their channel when EA got bought out by Arabia, they said that they'd start playing more cozy games on their channel, but I know if I do that, you guys won't like watch those videos, so I'm not doing it. I'm not making content that I know you won't watch. There's no point. So yeah, know your audience, guys. I don't know if that advice even applies to any of you. But to get longevity as a creator, that is what I always recommend. It's gonna float. Yeah, that's fine. It is what it is. Liv, thank you so much for your donation. I love that I inspire you to keep playing. I love that you watch my videos. You're very sweet. Yeah, I will be playing Tomodachi Live Sabrina. I didn't watch Little Simsies live. I thought it was in 2 days. When did she do the live? If you don't know the context, she was doing a live with a congressman, which I think means politician in British English, who was against the EA buyout, and they were talking about what you can do to stop it. I didn't watch it, but that's what she was doing. When was she doing it? Can you tell me? I didn't watch Live Simmer, but I know a lot of you guys did. Like an old school Sims YouTuber who doesn't upload anymore. That's who she was, right? Cool. I wish I was around when she was doing it. Oh, it is in 2 days? It's not now. No worries. Gosh, I fucking hate like platforms. Like you just can't place fucking anything. There we go. Shall I see? Does she have Twitter? I told you guys before, I am not doing anything with this buyout. I'm not talking about it because when people bullied me and no, she doesn't. When people bullied me and stuff for the buyout, I thought, and the homophobia, I just thought I'm literally not getting involved anymore. So I don't know anything about what she's doing. Maybe I won't stream on that specific day. Yeah, April the 15th. In 2 days. Yeah, I hate a lot of things, not just platforms. For Arnon, I'm thinking about playing Tomodachi Life live here, but then playing it properly on my Cozy Game channel, yeah. So I'm thinking now, guys, we look at the surfaces for business, no hobbies, and this is where we'll be placing our plants. So I'm liking the look of this thing in front of the window. Is this glowing? It's weird, it's like rainbow colored. We could put our plants on there, and we could probably make use of this object, dump them together, and then we can also put a couple of plants on here too, right? What do you guys think? Or we could just have it so you could only put plants. We could have it 2 thingies long like this. What do you guys think, seriously? If we just do this for your plants. So when you walk in, you can buy a few plants here, but it's smaller. Not sure. Just closing my blinds. There's the sun in my eyes. Yeah, what do you guys think of this? And then we just decorate the window area. I think this is fine, isn't it? 4 little... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 12 placement slots for the florist plants. I don't have a singular favourite kit, James, for build mode, to be honest. I use a lot of stuff from different ones. Yeah, and I think it would look better if we just squish these together. Sims don't even touch it anyway. Sims do that thinking, can I just like be a cow in a minute as I normally am? Doesn't it piss you off, right? How every single... Have you noticed how every single animation in The Sims is them going, And they do that grab. Have you guys also noticed that in every single Sims trailer, they do this? The Sim does this, with a thought bubble above their head. And it's always a lesbian Sim with a mullet. And they're always doing this thinking thing. And that is every single Sims 4 trailer for every single Sims 4 pack. It's always a lesbian with a mullet doing the thinking face. It's so predictable. It is so predictable. I think they need to switch it up. Where are the gays? They never do any gay men. It's always a lesbian. Can I tell you something as well? I don't know if the Sims team actually changed this because I spoke out about it. Because I did speak out about this and I didn't see anyone else speak out about it. I'm not, you guys know I'm not like proud, whatever. Like, you won't see me with a fucking, I have a trans flag, by the way, in my house. I do. But you will never see me like with a flag, right? But the Sims team, can you see how it doesn't have many flag designs? Hang on a minute. They've separated the object out. Where is it? Yeah, so I think this is the gay flag, right? Let me just look. Yeah, I think this is the gay flag. Before, can I just be a Karen a minute? Before the Sims team, right? Would you believe the Sims team have loads of like they have the lesbian flag in the game, but they actually for ages didn't have the gay flag. I don't like either of them, right? I think it's all stupid. Like, I just, it's not me. I'm not very like, celebrate me. Guys, that's not me as a person. But they originally did not have the gay flag. They only had the lesbian flag for ages. Right? Sorry, I'm still being a Karen. There's nothing to build. They only had the lesbian flag for ages. And I was just kind of like, well, why didn't you include the gay flag? That's actually offensive. Like, it's intentional that you didn't include that one too. There was also CAS objects, like clothing in CAS, where they included the lesbian flag, but not the gay flag. I just feel like, are you trying to say something here? It's kind of offensive, to be honest. It felt intentional anyway. I'm going to be real. But luckily they added it, and I don't know if they added the gay one because I complained about it. Because I didn't see anyone else complain about it, and I know the Sims team do watch me and get ideas from me. They have done in the past. So, who knows? Well, I feel like we should use a sign object. I wonder if there's like a stand-up board we could use. Maybe with Get to Work. That shows off like plants. No. Well, if Businesses and Hobbies does. They've got a few ideas from me that they've not implemented, but they've at least entertained. I used to complain about men's CAS a lot, right? I don't know if you've watched my old videos, but I've always complained about the state of men's CAS. And I actually, for quite a few videos, gave them a really honest, detailed breakdown of actually what I wanted, because I think constructive criticism is really important. So I actually gave a lot of constructive criticism about, I really want this stuff for men's cast in The Sims 4, if you're watching EA. And then the Love Struck pack came out. I think it was Love Struck, and they actually implemented a lot of what I asked for. A lot of what I asked for men's cast, they actually put it in. And I'm not saying that they got the ideas from me. But it just seems coincidental that I asked for things and EA put what I specifically asked for in. Like, I asked for like fade haircuts. I asked for short back and sides fade, and they actually added that into the game. They even added my necklace. They even added my necklace. If you guys see my necklace, which is like half pearl, half chain, after they actually did what I wanted, I stopped complaining. This is why I always say, like, you guys know I am a bit of a bitch, right? But I am a constructive bitch, and I do feel like the Sims team listened when I asked for something. So yeah, I was actually kind of happy that they did what I wanted, to be honest. And I was really impressed that they actually, I'm not saying they listened to my advice because I don't really know, but it felt like they did. And yeah, it just made me happy to think, oh, the Sims team, are they listening? Because now I don't complain about men's cast anymore. I do not, like, for me personally, I will never, ever, ever, on the subject of like performative, I don't really kind of be like, oh yes, guys, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I never say like, oh yes, we got representation for this finally, yay, because it just feels a bit fake for me to say that, even when it comes to like gay stuff. Can I be honest with you guys, as a gay person, I actually felt a bit pissed off with the sexuality update for The Sims 4, because before, all Sims were basically like bisexual, so like anybody could get with anybody, whereas now there are actually some Sims in the game which are like hard coded now to be gay, so you can't have like if you're playing as like a straight Sim, you can't make that straight Sim get with that Sim romantically, if you know what I mean. And it's the same vice versa with gayness. I think maybe some Sims are programmed to be straight only, I don't know. But there are definitely a couple which are like straight only, and I just kind of think, well, that's kind of defeated the whole point of like all Sims being like bisexual. So like anyone can get with anyone, because I preferred that. When I play The Sims, I think this is my game. I want to do what I want to do. Don't enforce sexuality, whether it's, I don't want straight or gay in The Sims. I just want my Sims to do what they want with whoever they want, but I feel like you can't do that anymore. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like the sexuality update kind of ruined it. I don't know if you guys, if you disagree, that's fine. I don't like the sexuality update. Yeah, they should let players decide. You know, I think, like, I like that they've added, don't get me wrong here, okay? I like that they've added the sexuality feature. In cast where you can choose to make your own sexuality, I really like this feature. I think it was a good idea. But what I think was a bad idea was for them to enforce sexualities on pre-made Sims. I don't think they should have done that. I think they should have made all pre-made Sims and all randomly generated Sims as like bisexual, whatever. But in terms of the ones that you make, you can keep them as bisexual by default or change it. Do you guys agree or disagree with me? If you disagree, that's fine. I just feel like they shouldn't have enforced sexualities in my game because I don't want it. Yeah, and I don't think I'm being unreasonable. I saved my game shit. Yeah, I don't think I'm being unreasonable in saying that. It's not coming out of a place of hate, gay hate. It's coming out of a place of like, ditch the labels. Do you know what I mean? My attitude has always been like, fuck the labels, fuck them up the arse. I don't want labels. I don't want my sexuality like to be labeled. I just kind of want to be me and be free in The Sims, right? In real life, I am gay. The sky is blue. But in The Sims, I just want my Sims to do whatever. And I feel like that update, it was just a bit like, well, I don't want my Sims to have sexualities. Sorry. On a positive note, I'm loving how this is looking so far. We could put these planters out here. Do you guys like these planters? I might just put it on some of the sides. Oh yeah, baby. It's kind of sexy. Let's do it like that, and then... Sorry, I just like dropped my tone right now because I'm concentrating on this. Yeah, I don't want to get too deep in the discussion because you guys know, like, I don't like hate and stuff, but I just feel like they missed the mark a little bit with that update. Yeah, I just think every single sim should be openly bisexual or whatever. I still don't get exactly how they've gone about sexuality in Inzoi. I'm still not 100% sure on how they've done that one. Yeah, some Sims as well, I want to say. Some Sims have actually been made as asexual, so they're not into anyone. Which, again, I just feel like in The Sims, it's kind of annoying. I mean, on this subject anyway, guys, can I actually talk to you about the whole... Vinny, thank you so much for gifting the memberships. Please say thank you, guys, if you received it. Call Me Glitter got one. David, Mel, Yukioban, Indie, Goyo. Thank you for donating the SatchOnSims memberships. If you've become a SatchOnSimp, you actually get nothing. You get a few Shanice emotes, and sometimes my videos are released early to members. It's also just a way to support me. Thank you. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Guys, this is such a fucking cute vibe. Look at this shit. I forgot what the fuck was I saying? Yeah, so you know in like gameplay mode now, you can set your Sims as being physically attracted to one sex or the other, romantically attracted to one of the other. Are they exploring romantic boundaries? Yes or no? Are they, I don't even know. Like, are they doing are they exceeding their boundaries? Yes or no? Like, are they open or closed in this way, but are they open and closed in a different way? And it's just like, this is really confusing. And now, I don't know if this is just with the Love Strike pack or with the base game alone, but when you're actually trying to like make Sims romance with each other now in gameplay, right? You can't just do it. You now have to ask Sims, what are your romantic boundaries? What are your preferences? And you physically got to ask the Sims and actually remember what their preferences are. And it just kind of feels like... this is really annoying, and in real life, you don't actually do that. The Sims 4 has, as a result of all of these updates to sexuality, which has honestly annoyed me a lot, they've literally made dating more complicated in The Sims than in real life, right? And I just feel like, tell me if I'm going off on a tangent and I'll shut the fuck up. If you guys want me to shut up, tell me and I will shut up. I just feel like they've literally made sexuality and like sex and romance in the game more complicated than it actually is in real life. What's the point? What, you know, why do I now have to ask my Sims what they're, because you don't do that in real life. The Sims is supposed to be like a kind of, I guess, like light-hearted take on real life, right? The Sims is supposed to be a casual, light-hearted take on the real world. Yeah, I kind of feel, to be honest, with the update, it felt more like a more confusing take on dating than how real life dating should be. And that was just annoying for me, to be honest. It pissed me off that they made somehow sex and relationships more confusing. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Love Struck has ruined the game. In terms of gameplay, in my personal opinion. Yeah, guys, enjoy your memberships. A lot of you who are complaining about the pride... I've seen a few of you complaining about a pride bed. I think I know which bed you mean. It's this one. I will be honest. I think you guys are reaching with your complaints. I genuinely think you're reaching. It's just a fucking bed. This is where I'm going to be real and tell you guys, like, if you're crying over a bed, like, shut the fuck up. This looks like a Toy Story bed. Like, it's cute, right? I use this bed all the time in my builds, and it doesn't even look like a pride bed. It just looks like a fucking bed with like a modern funky duvet. Like, you know, if you don't like it, you don't have to use it. I will be honest. I will be real with you guys here, you know. Yeah, I think it's a cute bed, but if you don't like it, you just don't use it, you know. Oh, look at this, guys. Fuck me. Yeah, I don't think it's that deep, you know, the bed. Oh, I fucking love that. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. I'm horny, baby. Look at this. I love it. Oh, yeah. I'm just getting a drink. Yeah, I love this flower. I'm so proud of this little area. I just think it's really cute. So anyway, as well as flowers, we've got 4 more things. We've got candles, pottery, and woodworking. Oh, look at all this weird tat. Like, I'm thinking, oh, guys, look. I want to put more fucking tat in here. Look at this shit. Can we put even more fucking tat in here? Like these ugly banners. I want these tatty banners in here. I think they look shit, and that's why I want them. Yeah, the grief system in The Sims 4 is annoying as well, I think. There's a lot where I think, like, maybe they went too far. Like, you know, this game's just casual. It's not supposed to be in-depth. And that's fine. I don't want The Sims to be too realistic. Do you know what I mean? Fixing couples becoming siblings, is that a thing? That's fucking hilarious. I'm still not 100% sure on Inzoi's take on sexuality. I still feel a bit weird about it because I don't think I feel like Inzoi have kind of creeped around sexuality the whole entire time. And I don't think they even know really like what's going on. They definitely have gays in the game. The Inzoi community love to tell me this when they love to write their hate comments about me, because the Inzoi community hates me. But like, it does exist, but it exists in a way that doesn't make much sense to me. Like when you, I don't know if you guys have played Inzoi, but when you create a Zoi, if you make a Zoi that's gay, if you make a Zoi that's gay, they're known as spouses. But if you make Zois that are straight, they're known as husband and wife. I just feel like, why not make them husband and wife if they're gay? Why make them spouse? It just feels offensive to me that they've tried to use that for husband and wife, they've just said husband and wife, but for the gays, they've used spouse. Because in real life, I wouldn't say, I'm marrying my spouse. I would just say, I'm marrying my husband. Does Inzoi have adult mods already? That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, I think they've made all Zois in Inzoi. I haven't tested it, but I think they've made all Zois bisexual now. Which I think is a positive step forward for Inzoi. I'm not saying this is an excuse, but they are a Korean company. They're not really, they're not used to understanding like what sexuality is. So a big part of me is not judging them, right? Because I understand like they don't get it fully, and I think that's honestly fine. You know, as long as they try. No shade. So yeah, I appreciate that they're trying. So guys, this stuff is for your candles, woodworking. This little side bit here, right? I don't know if I like how this looks. So again, I'm thinking we add some kind of fake tables. Decorative only things. Right? Oh, I love this little... Yeah, I think we should add some decorative display units, shouldn't we? Because like, I love the way this looks. I'm actually, in general, guys, I'm feeling quite hopeful about Inzoi. It is still a shit game, but it's not a game. It's an early access experience. I think when you see it that way, it feels less depressing and more exciting. Do you think Zois are too perfect looking? I think Zois are cool looking. Yeah, I actually think it's the Wicked Whims creator who made the mod for that. Although I don't know if it was like a joke or not. You think, yeah, Inzoi definitely takes itself way too seriously. Way too seriously. I like the way that they look. I can see why a lot of people don't like it. But yeah, I find the style of I like the style of Inzoi. But I also love the cartoony. That's why I think Paralives is also, I think, going quite well. Even though Paralives isn't released yet, I think people vibe more with the art style of that game. which I think is doing it a lot of justice. Yeah, I feel like in some ways Inzoi's goofy. Like, did you know they added, you guys are going to find this funny. Did you know with Inzoi, they actually added the ability to smack someone in the face with a frying pan? And do you remember when the game first came out and you could run over kids? Like, I think Inzoi is definitely got its fucking chaotic side. I personally think Inzoi, right, should be doubling down on the whole GTA thing. I mean, they've already included crime, going to prison, and they've included the court system where you literally go to fucking courts. I think that's hilarious and genius of Inzoi to do. I think it's so funny that they added that in the game. Truly. So yeah, I definitely think Inzoi... Oh, this is a good clutter object. I definitely think Inzoi has done a good job there. With just kind of, you know, making it wild. Like, making it so fucking wild. I just still feel like, you know, they need to double down now on that wildness. And make it into a defining factor of the game. And apply it to all other areas. Like, I just feel like with Inzoi, you know, you can't have it so that you can fucking run people over in a car and go to court and go to prison. But at the same time, they shower in their underwear because the game's being prudish. I just feel like in that sense, Inzoi is a bit inconsistent. I'm just going to assume you guys would agree with me on that. The inconsistencies there. And I think they just need to work on making it feel like it's more cohesive, right? This is a cool object. Yeah, making it feel more cohesive. And once they've nailed that, I think the game is going to be absolutely wicked, outstanding. It's all right. I'm not doing live much longer anyway, so you don't have to stay. You can drop now. I definitely think we'll have to do the next part of this. We're going to have to complete this build in another episode. Because I'm actually busy. Yeah, I should probably go in a minute. I was only going to stream for an hour and a half, and I was late. I'm thinking... Wait, what's this for? Pottery and candles. This area. Yeah, I think we should do this other bit as a different date. Yeah, and woodworking. Yeah. I'm so happy with the way this looks. We did all this upstairs bit. Sorry, downstairs bit. We haven't finished the outside yet, but we've done all up here too. I'm really proud that we've done all this, guys. It's really cool. I think it's perfect. Actually, I will add, I'm going to remove one of these. I think in a shop like this, you might hire staff members who will come in and they will like craft things for you. So I'm actually just thinking, you know, can I put a TV on here? No. I'm actually thinking, right, that I didn't think through is that we actually make like a cozy staff area, because realistically you will have staff who will want to come in, who you'll want to come in and just like make stuff. So if we give them a little mini fridge, right, we give them a staff bin. So then if you hire staff, they'll actually have something to do. Before I go, because I feel like this would make sense, right? Yeah, this makes perfect sense to me. Yeah, thank you guys. This was a very random thing. Oh God, I'm going to set a reminder on my phone for the Twitch affiliate status. Yeah, that's cool, isn't it? Just like as a little... So the TV's fucking up. Yeah, that's cool there, isn't it? Little mini fridge and shit. Right. Yeah, I'm going to set a reminder on my phone now. All right, guys. Thank you for watching my spontaneous stream today. We will stream. I did say I would take a huge break from streaming for like, I said it in a last stream, but I didn't iterate it enough. I said I was going to take like a longer break. So I don't think I'm going to be streaming this Sims 4 save file again anytime soon. I think when Tomodachi Life comes out, I might do a stream then just playing through it. But other than that, I'm going to take a bit of a break because I've worked really hard on the Willow Creek save, right, where we renovated every Willow Creek lots. So I just wanted a bit of a break so I could focus more on YouTube videos and stuff. So thank you very much for watching our live stream. I will see you in the next one. Bye, bye, bye. Thanks for coming.